And welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. This is Mr. Joseph, and I'm actually, this is about the fifth time I've recorded the audio on this video today. I've been having all sorts of sound issues because I just can't get a good recording that either doesn't sound noisy with background noise, or it's not the right volume, or, it's got some other issues sounding electronic-y. So I've been tweaking things, and I hope I've got it now. Ironically, the sound quality is much better when I have my air filter in the background on rather than off. And I think that just helps my noise removal program kind of isolate the background noise a little bit better or something. But anyway, where we left off, I was... oh, and by the way, if you have any suggestions to make my sound better, if you're hearing the bad things that I think I'm hearing, just leave a comment on my video, and I'd be happy to try to improve this as I go along. But I think I've got something workable right now, so hopefully we can get through this. I was just on my way back to Dragon Falls Manor. There's a waterfall in the background. As you may remember, this is my where I'm from, my home. But on my way, I guess I decided to climb this mountain randomly and pick a whole bunch of flowers and mushrooms. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I find that I get a much better sound quality if I speak directly into the microphone rather than over the microphone, which is something that when I used to do radio shows or whatever, I would tend to speak over the microphone at the request of the producer. So I'm not really sure why that sounds so much better in this context. Maybe it's my particular microphone. Maybe those radio microphones are a lot better. I actually bought a really nice microphone, and I'm not sure if I'm sure I've talked about it in other Let's Play videos that I've done, but in any event, let me just get back to the subject of the video now. So so I got a level or a skill increase in Wayfarer, which is a new perk that they added with Skyrim Redone. It's kind of like exploration, logistics kind of perk. And it's kind of cool because you get it just from walking around and seeing new places in the world and that sort of thing. As you can see, I'm clearly picking a lot of plants with the intention of becoming good at alchemy at some point in this playthrough. And so there's just mushrooms everywhere, and plants and berries and flowers and things that are used in alchemy that I plan to continue to harvest. You can definitely hear that waterfall in the background. Well, view of the sky. It's very lovely this time of day. Well, let's see here. And I know that I spent a lot of my last video complaining about how long it took me to get my mods working all together, and that's a gameplay issue. I mean, I wouldn't need to solve the sound issues if I were just playing the game. I mean, the mod issue is time-consuming enough. Oh, here's a wolf. But the sound issue is another complication here, so it's caused a bit of a delay in getting these videos out. And as you can see, I've leveled up at this point, so I'll probably go ahead and harvest this, and then we'll go to the perk tree level up page. So I think I'm gonna do stamina, so I can, maybe, let's do stamina. Increase my carry capacity and so forth. Restoration, alteration, enchanting, smithing, heavy armor, block would be good. Oops, didn't quite click on it. Heavy weaponry, light weaponry would be good as well. Let's maybe I should do that. Just get my offense up a little bit. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Okay, there we go. Improve my skill with the light arms. Okay, this is the goat that the wolf must have been attacking, so I'll just go ahead and scavenge that stuff. And continue heading up the mountain. Grab these plants, and I think we're just around the corner from the place, I reckon. There it is. Beautiful Dragon Falls Manor. Oh, home, how I've missed you. And you can see there on the map where it is, of course. And I guess I'm just being thorough by swinging over here and making sure that nothing else I missed or whatever on the path. I think before this mod adds the manor there, I think you're actually, I think there's just like a little cave down there that this path leads to. So, I think it's part of the game naturally anyway, but I'm not going to bother going up there right now. I'm just going to go back down to my, my house. And there's the cave thing that I mentioned just now. This is, what do they call it? Dark Water Pass. Okay, so I guess it's a pass through the mountain or something. Let's grab these eggs real quick. Grab this plant real quick. Nightshade. It looks expensive or useful. I wonder if anybody knows, and I could probably look this up, what the algorithm... I should be able to interact with that. What the algorithm is for when plants grow back in this game. Because I'm pretty sure they grow back after you harvest them, but I'm wondering how long and if it matters what kind of plant it was. A little fishing perch, which you wouldn't want to fall in here. That's a pretty fast-moving current. Partially, probably looking that aggressive due to my... I think I'm using Pure Waters mod. And here's a wood pile, another plant there. Use your chopping block to chop wood and get firewood if you need it. I don't really see the point in doing that right now, so I think I'm going to move along. And I need a woodcutter's axe to do that anyway. Okay, so here we are, and this is our little courtyard. The beautiful tree in the middle, fountain. Bench with a book on it that should be subject to weathering. And there's some wine on the ledge. This looks lovely. I wish I had this courtyard in my house in real life. And there's plants I can harvest here in the courtyard with a statue of presumably one of the goddesses in the game. Let's go inside, shall we? I said, let's go inside, shall we? Alright. I like how my guy's wearing a hood. It's very badass. Alright, there's the door, and there's something over here. It looks like a tool shed or something. Let's go check that out. If I can jump over this thing. Oh, for God's sakes, Elf. Get with the program here. Go check this tool shed out over on the side. Gardening shed. Well, I guess it's not really a shed, is it? It's just a window. I really think there should be a gardening shed outside of my manor. That's beautiful. It's starting to rain, and the waterfall and everything's just beautiful. Let's go ahead and go on inside now that it's starting to rain. Avoid the elements. And we're just waiting for the house to load. House. Okay, here we go. Interior area here. There's going to be a lot of ornamental things that we really don't need to mess with, like these pots and things. And frankly, these books, for the most part, are going to be just for decoration as well. This appears to be a little fountain shrine, because we've got gold sitting there and a cup. I don't quite understand how that fountain works, because I don't see any water source, but... And there's music randomly. So I could get wet by standing under that fountain. I mean, it's very lovely, but I also sense that it would be very damp and subject to mildew and mold and things. Especially with the wood and paper right here next to the watery area. A whole bunch of books. They look very pretty. And I'm not sure if I spend a lot of time reading them, but I can tell you right now from my memory of this video, every single goddamn book is not a skill book. They are fiction books, not skill books. Lovely music. I'll go ahead and take useful things. Like this gold, which strangely enough makes the things next to it move, even though it's not touching anything. Same with these potions up here. See that? That shouldn't have happened. It's bad physics. Oh well. I'm gonna take the coin pouch up here as well. There's nothing worth reading up there. Look, there's the skull, there's the soul stone. I'll take that if I... Well, I guess I won't take that. Alright. Fine. As you can see, this book does not teach me anything. I thought it might teach me some speechcraft. There's not a whole lot of point in going through all this stuff unless there's something very useful. Otherwise, it's just crap. And, you know, I suppose I could store things in there, but it doesn't matter. I've got plenty of other better storage elsewhere in the house. Just, you know, double-checking a couple of these books and making sure that I can't utilize them for knowledge. Alright, that should do it for the bookshelves. Let's go over to this, so I can get that plant, I guess, or that gold coin. But let's go over to this cooking area, kitchen area, it looks like. Just grabbing some food, I guess. There's a statue of Mora, I think is the goddess's name. I don't remember exactly, but in any event, I'll go ahead and take that, and some more food, I guess. You know, after I recorded this, I thought to myself, you know, is there really any point to looting all this stuff? I mean, if it's just sitting in my house, I could take it anytime I wanted, right? And especially early in the game when my carrying capacity is low, is this really a good idea? But I was already halfway through, and I decided to just go ahead and continue to grab the useful things anyway. Okay, so let's, I'm kicking a basket around, or whatever. And here's the staircase, and so we can go upstairs or downstairs, and downstairs leads us to this door, which is going to take us to another area. So let me actually try these barrels and then head back upstairs. How about? Yeah, let's go through the upstairs first. I wonder if I can get through that without having to go to a new area. More fountain, wall fountain there. Love the little banners. Yeah, I guess I can go outside there, it looks like. I'm just looking at what I've got and what my carrying capacity is. Actually can carry quite a bit more, so I'm probably in pretty good shape. I guess I'm putting my hood on. Or no, I took my hood off so you can see my beautiful elf hair. Notwithstanding my Stormcloak attire, which is more consistent with the Nord. Okay, so I can go into there. And I can go into here. Okay, this looks like a storage chest, so that will be useful if I decide that I need to store something at some point, you know. And this appears to be my bedroom or something, so it's probably going to have the best items here. Alright, well, and this appears to be something I could store stuff in as well. And some generic gems and stuff that could be valuable. Not much carrying weight. Although I kind of like the idea of having some gems laying around. It almost looks more like a woman's jewelry counter, but I like the idea of having them around. So I guess if I were thinking, I'd just put them right back in here because I don't really need $1 bazillion in money right now. Emerald. High value there, and actually it would make strategic sense for me to wait on selling some of this stuff because my ability to get good prices is not the best right now. I should really wait until I get better at speechcraft. But oh well. And I don't really need the money because I'm getting plenty of other money sources besides selling crap to people. But you know, I have the feeling it's not going to matter anyway. I'm going to be just fine. Okay. Grab this stuff on the top of the mantle. I guess this video is kind of boring, isn't it? All I'm doing is taking stuff out of my own house. It's almost like I'm looting my own house. Again, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but whatever. Some more coins and stuff. I don't know. I thought I saw something roll under there or off that mantle, but I guess I'm mistaken. Alright, well, whatever. Kind of a generic sword there. I think I'm actually using a steel broadsword or something similar to it, so no need to take that. It looks better laying there anyway. You know, that's one thing about this game, is you can put items places, and weapon racks and dummies and such can be used to store them, but aside from that, otherwise you just have to drop it somewhere, and two problems with that. First of all, you don't get precise positioning. This is a very tiny balcony, by the way. It's cute. Like, I could come out here for a cigarette or whatever, but I'm not going to have a party out there, you know what I mean? Anyway, what the hell? Must have knocked something over. Anyway, you could, so the problem is you can't precisely position things, and I'm pretty sure that if you just drop something on the ground, if you come back later, it may not be there, depending on exactly where you drop it and that sort of thing. I don't know why I'm taking all this stuff, because it'd be fun, like I said, kind of along the same lines, it'd be fun to have a loot sitting there, you know, just chilling. But, oh well, I guess you only live once, YOLO. And this appears to be an alchemy or plant kind of conservatory room. It's an enchanter's satchel on the wall. It's kind of cool. Some gold coins randomly in a box of dirt. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but maybe some sort of feng shui. Alright, well. Take all this stuff. This looks useful. This is definitely useful for alchemy and stuff, and enchanting and whatnot. Actually, maybe I should just, I mean, along the same lines again, maybe I should just leave it, but I know I'm not going to, at least not a lot of it. Or maybe I am. It's a nice change. Alright, I guess I'll go take a look at the basement now. Alright, here we are in the basement. And as you can see, some more storage, some alcohol. I've got a hell of a lot of alcohol. I could have one hell of a house party. I really wish I had a house like this in real life. Oh well. You can fill empty bottles with these kegs. That's kind of nice. And I'm searching these barrels, and there are some interesting things in them, but it doesn't make a lot of sense that there would be, you know, firewood in barrels. I don't know. Maybe it's the barrel itself that I'm making firewood out of. I have no idea. Again, some very interesting things in here, but the saw could be useful for, I don't know, cutting wood or whatever. There's a weapon rack, so when I get some good weapons, I can bring them down here. certainly will. Some more weapon displays, mannequins for armor. I could probably store things in some of these containers. Why anybody would keep cabbage in a burlap sack in a basement, it's beyond me, but whatever. Probably use this as storage as well. I've got this dynamic things mod installed, and so I don't quite understand how to, because there's this option they have called creating a dynamic things container, safe container, and I don't understand what that's about, so I'm gonna have to look that up. I think it allows you to store things without it disappearing in containers that would otherwise not be safe. Check this container out here. More booze. It's a little cluttered. And I like how there's just a fire randomly on down here. It's just like chilling. It's like an electric fire, you know. It's not subject to the forces of nature that would cause a fire to go out normally. Grab this stuff here. Check out this chest real quick. I guess I could try to store something in here, you know. Okay, charcoal, sure. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Dynamic things, safe container. Sure. Okay. I don't even know what I just did. But you can see it appeared and disappeared, and now there's nothing in it, so my charcoal disappeared. Woohoo. I'm gonna have to figure that out, guys. Sorry. I just don't know what I'm doing with that. But that's the basement. It's a useful space, but kind of out of the way for displaying your weapons and armor. One would think you might want to have, like, armor displays in your grand hallway. Honestly, this is a lovely house, and it's very charming, and I could live very comfortably here with a small family, but it's not really a mansion, and that should be noted. It is not a mansion. It is a estate, a country estate. It's very lovely. And I love the courtyard. Okay, let's move on now. I'm going to head towards, oh, let's see. Let's go to this other one. This other mod that no, I don't want to fast travel. This woodland home mod that I downloaded as well. I want to see what that's about. Travel, 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 travel. You'd think the game could come up with a little bit better travel music than crickets. Actually, I'm not even sure the crickets are part of the original game. They may have been added by the Sounds of Skyrim mod that I have installed. I love how every little situation that comes up, I'm like, oh, I've got this mod for it. Checking the map again. I guess I gotta go this way. Probably don't want to jump down that waterfall. It'd probably be painful. I'll just jump on the rocks instead. It's a little unrealistic. Probably bad role playing on my end, but who's gonna know? I don't have that many viewers. I'm getting there though. Some of my videos, some of the ones that you wouldn't think would get any views at all are the ones that get the most views. I don't understand it, but... And I think it's also a part of the issue is that I have not monetized my account, at least as of this time, and I don't plan to. And so YouTube doesn't make any money off of me, so why should they give me any priority in the rankings and stuff? Anyway, I may change my mind on that someday. Sorry, I just bumped the microphone. Okay, we're making our way slowly but surely over there. Well, I made my way down the mountain anyway, very unrealistically. Oh, and here's some condium, or I think I got a glowing ore mines mod that makes it easier to detect when you're at a mineral site that you can mine. Okay, so I'm really close to this house, so it's just up here on the right. I'm not seeing anything. I wonder if maybe you have to activate it or somehow get somebody to build it or whatever. There's a street sign. Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out later. I'm just not seeing it over here. It should be like right off to the right there, and it's just not there. Yeah, it's definitely not here. Although it's a lovely location, I could see if I'm able to build it. It would be a nice little extension of my homeland area. Sorry, I keep bumping the microphone, guys. Sorry about that. Well, anyway, let me forget about this and let me just kind of... I guess what I want to do for next video is I want to head to Whiterun and get started on the main quest line so I can get some items and some quests and maybe some weapons and some dragons. Alright, anyway, I'm going to head that direction, but as I do, I'm going to finish up this video. It's been real, guys and gals. As I finish here, just remember that my cat, Professor Snuggles, is looking out for you guys. We'll see you next time on Let's Play Skyrim!